Hey everybody, it's Jesse again. I'm going to play some more Blitz. I am continuing to just completely punt off rating. I think I'm closer to like 1650 on a good day. So let's play a 5+5 game and see what we get. It's gotta be some people in the pool. We can edit this out. Why is it taking so long to find an opponent? There we go. Okay, let's start with d4. All right, passive start. I'm sure d5 to come next. I'm going to go with this Fee and Catalan. Our d4 course would have played c4 on move 2, but I haven't studied it too much, honestly, since we recorded all those videos. I just don't like to spend a ton of time on openings when I don't need to. I already have a very similar opening repertoire, and I didn't feel like switching really would give me, I think there's better ways to spend my time at this point. I'm never quite sure about this move, but I'm pretty sure it's a theoretical move. Okay, that's a strange move. Bishop d7. I'm just going to take once. He'll take back, I'm sure. Takes it that way. Okay, so this is a slightly weird move order. So I take here. Take. He can saddle me with a... No, it's not even an isolated pawn, so I should be okay. I always worry about isolating my own d pawn here. I think it's... Okay, so the takes... Oh, wait. Yeah, so I guess if he takes here, I can take with my pawn and my c pawn will be isolated, but that should be okay. I miscalculated that though for sure. He can isolate my b pawn by taking here. But I am now threatening to isolate his b pawns. Will have symmetrical pawn structures. I think this is totally fine though. If I was calculating in my head that he would have to take here, but of course I can just take back. What about me taking here now? Could this be a problem? Because my queen is lined up with his queen. So take with check, take back. Maybe queen a4 there? That looks decent. Maybe queen a4 now? Doesn't work. I kind of like the look of that. Queen a4 at the end. I don't think I really want to trade queens here. I'm just going to have a very symmetrical structure. I'm sure this is just dead drawn. Do I want to toss in here, though? Because the only thing, if I take here, I can toss... Oh, no, I'm taking with check. Never mind. I like the look of queen a4. This bishop is hanging too. Is there any way I can pressure that bishop? I don't think so. My connection is so flaky. We were gonna record some for the Slav course tonight, but my connection was just too choppy. Matt and I have the same internet provider, and so we just weren't sure if it was gonna work. So threatening this pawn, and okay, so I like that move. I do like that move for him, except I can play here. This looks annoying. Nice developing move, and he can't push because I take. He takes. I take with check. Ah, rook up. Maybe he can. Okay, I gotta calculate that. Take. Here. King up. I don't think that's enough. I take his e-pawn, he takes back. I take here with check, hitting the rook, but he just plays king up. The rook is defended, and I'm down a piece. I'm on the bishop. I can't. I could check here and force his king out further. I don't have any checks in that position though. I don't think I can go for it. I'm gonna look at that in the analysis though. Yeah, I initially thought I could take that pawn, so I maybe played my move too quick. Maybe I just go here and be annoying. If he pushes, I'm okay just to drop back. Just to kind of provoke a little weakness here. His queen is tied down to this pawn right now. This bishop is still hanging. I think I need to centralize. I really don't want to play here. Well, I especially don't want to play there because my bishop gets trapped. There's a little bit of pressure on f2. I think I'm just going to take a file. It's nice that he can't oppose me on the file immediately. He's going to have to play f6 first. My bishop's here. And I feel like his c-pawn's a little weaker than mine. Yeah, I think I kind of messed up the opening in this game, so I'm going to look at that one as well. But I think it's okay to take on this isolated pawn. Okay, so black has a few weaknesses here, though. Bishop is undefended. Don't really have a way to attack it. This pawn is a little loose, and I have the open d file. What I would really like is just to get my rooks doubled. Rook d7. We'll see. See how it goes. I don't think pushing here is good at all. Just drop back. Maybe he's gonna, or I guess maybe, I can't tell who that is in that picture. They're from Brazil though. They have better internet than I do. Another problem is that this game is very balanced. We both have decent dark squared bishops. Queen here, interesting. It's kind of like stepping into my rook, but he's hitting this pawn, which is very annoying. Because I cannot play here, my bishop gets trapped. Do I have to go back with my rook? I clearly didn't spend enough time on this move. What if I go here? Bishop takes, sidestep over. Is that bishop trapped? I think it is. So take, sidestep. Or no, sorry. Here, take, sidestep. Queen is under attack. I guess the queen can just move away. Queen could just go back because this bishop isn't actually attacked. Okay, so here, this way. Here, here. Attack the bishop. But the queen can come here and defend. That's a problem. So maybe I just have to go back. That's too bad. But I'm going to get this move in anyway, so maybe it's not horrible. Do I want a queen trade? I don't think so. Because taking helps a structure. I'm just going to go here. He's hitting this pawn as well, so defending the pawn, keeping the queens on, and adding some pressure to e5. And I'm going to bring a rook over. This pawn is no longer threatened. But this pawn is hanging right now. It's not attacked, but it's not defended either, is what I'm trying to say. I could even imagine a move like a4. I wonder if white is better here. It seems like white is a little more active is the only thing. I'm going to get my rooks on the open files a lot quicker. And once I get my rook on b1, okay, like now. But now this pawn is attacked. Okay, this kind of holds everything together though. Can go here, but then rook over. But then I take his bishop, so he needs to find something else. And here, I can even take, because his bishop's still hanging. Then he'll get this pawn at the end, but then I get this pawn. I think this seems like the critical line. Oh, I could take this one, but then he takes here and he's threatening nasty stuff. I'm going to go here. Okay, very low on time. Okay, whoops, got to speed up. I'm on the bishop as my main reasoning here. Let's see if he's going to hang his queen. I'd be surprised. Okay, smart move. I want to move back. Maybe he'll trade bishops. That is a good move. I'll be sneaky. Can't take my pawn. Take here with check. Unfortunately, it's not a checkmate. Can't panic though, I still have 5 seconds per move. And I'm up a pawn, but my pawn structure is, how would you say, bad in Brazil. Okay. I could always sack my queen. But I don't think that would be recommended. Okay, I'm just going to come all the way back. Defend this pawn, hit this pawn. My king is feeling very open though. Yep, I think that's a good move. I do have here, he's going to bring a rook over. Oh, maybe not. Okay, I'll just centralize a little bit, put my queen here. Now I always have this type of idea too. If he plays rook, rook e4 seemed like a good move, but wasn't. Maybe I just need to back his queen off with something like that. Ooh, I want him to take me. So if he takes, which way do I take? Probably doesn't matter too much. Actually does, because that hangs a rook. Okay, so these pawns are looking pretty nice now. Let's just get in front of this pawn. This pawn's hanging though. Okay, didn't take it. That would have been a good pawn for him to win. And I guess we just start pushing these. Gotta be very aware of this pawn. He like brings a rook over. Gotta make sure he can't like come here with check or something. Just gonna come up. This rook is hanging. I think I push. If he checks, I just keep coming up. I think those pawns are stronger than his. I think I just come up down now though. This pawn is under control. Gotta be careful not to hang his own rook. Okay. Good move. But wait. I gotta spend time here because this is critical. I think I just defend. Oh no. So he can take the other way. Shoot. Okay. Potentially still winning. because he's kind of blocking his own pawn here. And he doesn't have a good check. It'd be nice if my king was here. This is almost checkmate. It isn't checkmate. Now I win this pawn. And that should do it. I should have enough time to figure this one out. Alright. 2 blunders. Let's go to the analysis, but I don't want an engine running. Okay, let's not show the lines. Alright, all normal stuff. If I go to openings... Oh, okay, so the engine actually really likes this. Queen a4. Okay, liked queen a4. Okay, so maybe I was a little hard on myself on the opening. Alright, good. Let's go back to... No, not report. Analysis. Alright, so we made it here. So I'm kind of skipping over this because this was in my realm of opening ideas. Here, okay. It's giving me an engine eval here, but I don't know why. Here, okay, so I was thinking this. No, now the engine's over here. How can I just say no engine, please? Okay, anyway, I guess I'll just use the engine because I don't know how to turn it off. So it likes this move here. Queen e4 it really liked, counterattacking. Okay. I did correctly evaluate that this is no good. So that's good. Okay, so it did not like queen b6. Rook a b1. Okay, this does work. King g2. I just saw this. It's okay just to give up that pawn, and I'm doing okay. What? Queen e4? Okay, someone smarter than me is going to have to explain that to me. I did have an idea to play rook a b1 here. Okay. It does want to trade. I didn't like trading though. The thing with trading, I'm going to attempt to turn the engine off. Is here I just feel like I'm helping his structure. This pawn is just always going to be the weakest part of the whole game forever. So I didn't like making it that easy. So when he came here, I just thought he's attacking my e2 pawn, swing it over, no big deal. Okay, it still says it's excellent. Maybe being too hard on myself. That seemed like a mistake to me when he played queen b2. Really, wants to take here? I can't take with my rook. I don't understand it. I don't get it. Why just give me a bishop? Alright, whatever. I'm lost in the game. Where was I? This was kind of nice because now I have pressure on the f-file despite my doubled f-pawns. I think I went too much into time pressure mode at this point, which is too bad. I like the look of rook f2 here, just kind of, although this pawn is hanging, so yep, I got to defend the pawn. Take their pawn. Oh, rook f8 is winning. Oh, I missed rook f8, of course. And here, if I take, this rook hangs. Man, that's such an elementary tactic, too. Totally missed it. But this still is good. I think at this point is based... It says it's not quite winning yet. This is looking really sus, though. Rook takes a4. Okay, only move. Rook... Yeah, I didn't like rook f1 because of this. This is still winning. Wow, because my pawns are so strong. Okay, well, I didn't feel like it was necessary to do all that. And this is just a very easy win at this point. Okay, so report. Yep, that's got to be the rook blunder. Oh, I messed up in the endgame. D7 is a blunder. Why? I thought I saw a spike at the end there. I want to try to figure out... Okay, D6 is a blunder. I want to figure out why without the engine. Again, how do you just turn the engine off? I don't understand it. Maybe now here? Because this rook isn't hanging anymore. I see. And maybe this isn't quite good enough. The king gets over in time, maybe? Yeah, and there's just not quite enough here. Okay, makes sense. You got me. Overall, I'm happy with that game, though. I feel like I played reasonably well. Thanks for watching, everybody.